Hello and welcome to the world of pride. Oh, and I am your host, the one and only Kippy Love. Oh man, I'm exhausted. Been up all morning. Got up at like 6:30, 7 or something like that, and then we got ready to go out and do things. You know, we had to take the boy to school because I guess lately the bus hasn't been picking them up on time, so they have to go. They have to take them to school in the morning because the bus is always late or whatever. And don't want the boy to be late for school, you know. And then we went and tried some clothes, but man, the expensive on trying these clothes today. They were like $3 just to dry one load of clothes. I was like, hell no. And that was over there in Byron. There was a new place that just opened up, like all new machines and everything. But I guess they just thought they needed the money really bad, real quick. It must have been one of those kind of things where they spent every little last dime they ever had, and they needed the money so bad to get back on their feet, or maybe somebody bought the laundromat and did all the work for it and then found out it was Granny's retirement money. So Granny needs the money back right now. So they said, nope, we got to charge you $3 minimum just to dry one load of clothes. And so we were like, never do that again. We'll never go to that laundromat. They're too expensive. But anyway, while we were out in Byron, I did one video of the chicken butter biscuit or whatever, and then the bacon chicken maple syrup croissant type thing, and then we had I went and got some of the French toast sticks and the cinnamon bun. The cinnamon bun thing was okay. I mean, it was kind of halfway between like a monkey cake or monkey bread, where you had all these pieces you could tear off and everything, but they were like pressed into this thing, and then when they were warmed up and cooked or whatever in the microwave or whatever, they kind of got stuck together, so they weren't really like pull apart type. You know, you had to really cut them up into pieces and stuff like that and eat them. But they gave you a lot of sauce or you know, whatever was on top of it. There was a lot of it in there, so you could dip up a lot on the bottom, and it was good taste and everything. It was just all squished together and hard to get apart. You know, it wasn't. I would have rather had monkey bread, you know, where you could pull a piece off, dip it, you know, pull a piece off, dip it, like that, you know. And that was at Wendy's, you know. I finally got out there to get the Cinnabon, I guess is what it's called, you know. And but while we were out there, we went to Byron, and we had an advertisement from the Smileys. There's a dude out there that does the military rations, the MREs, and he had some of them out there at his Smiley's location. A lot more, a bigger selection than whatever. But he was saying, hey, we got a section out there at the Big Peach Antique Mall, you know, and we went out there and stuff like that. But it was like a little tiny cubby hole. It was like, I don't know how, I guess they don't charge him an arm and legs there or something for it, you know, because it wasn't really a lot of room in there for what that guy had, you know. But he did have one MRE that I hadn't tried before, hadn't seen, so I went and got that. And was that a screeching owl? Might have been a screeching owl, or maybe a hawk coming down at me or something, you know. Screeching like that. But there he goes again. But anyway, we went to the antique mall, and of course I bought a couple items. I wanted to buy more, but you know, I would have had to have like a big U-Haul to buy what I really wanted, because you know they had like some Laserdisc movies out there. I couldn't find the Laserdisc. I wished I could have found a Laserdisc machine. Then I would have bought all the Laserdisc movies I had, so I could, you know, I used to have what was it? I used to have like two Laserdisc. Who was it? Oh, The Big Bad and Ugly and A Fist of Dollars, something like that, by Clint Eastwood. And they looked like CDs or record players, almost looked like records, like albums. And they were movies, and it was, big old movie about like this big old disc about like this big, and you slide it into the machine just like a CD track or something like that, and it would play movies on there and stuff like that. But those laser discs didn't last long. But I would have liked to just have some of the laser discs and hanging on my wall, so I could say, hey, there's my laser disc pictures, and stuff like that. And then they had some furniture out there that was really nice. I would have gotten some of it if I wanted. If I would have had a bigger, like I said, U-Haul or something, I could have bought a bunch of it, just brought it home and had some more furniture and stuff like that, and a china cabinet and things like that. But, we just looked around a lot. It was a big selection out there. I mean, they had a lot of records, a lot of CDs, some video games, not very many. But you had to look for them. It was like I guess it was like Antique Mall, I guess. Each section was somebody rented it out and they put their stuff in there and they leave it. And then I guess they got it categorized up front or something like that. So when you buy it, they save the receipt, and then whatever was on that receipt, they would give that to the people at the end of the month, or maybe they take that off their rent or something like that. For selling it for them and stuff like that. But yeah, they had a couple items out there. I had one item out that I found out there. It wasn't as big as I wanted. I had one like this before, but it was a little bit bigger. It was a lot bigger. But this was a smaller version. It's one of those. The one I had was like it was like the big wash basins. The big bowls, and they have the pitcher in it. Well, they had a round middle piece, and you put the bowl on there and splash your face, and then you'd have little compartments and stuff around it and everything where you could put your razor and shaving cream and all that stuff, and it was like a old shaving thing, But I would use it for my coins and keys and stuff like that. I would put it in my bedroom on the counter and everything. I found this one. It wasn't as nice, but it reminded me a lot about that thing. It was made out of wood and stuff like that, and so I said, well, that'd be nice to have again. I put my wallet right here, and then I put my ink pens, a couple ink pens here, and then maybe I put my keys over here on this one, since it's a big flat one, or I put my cell phone there or something like that. But I put quarters and dimes, nickels, separated all, or put, different things all over it. So that was pretty interesting. It was only $10, so, I couldn't complain on that. And then, of course, like I said, they did have the MRE section out there, the ones that were at Smiley's, and they told me, hey, man, you can go out here to MR, we got a lot more MRE things out there. We got a lot more military stuff, so they made it sound like it was a big section and everything. I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I'm gonna have so much to pick from and everything. But they only had maybe about 10-20 bags of MREs at the most, and the clothing was so small, it was like, you just barely, it was just like you walk into a closet and everything's right there. So it's really small section. They had some good things in there, they had some little military G.I. Joe toys and stuff like that, but it wasn't as big as I thought it would be. I thought it was going to be something humongous, because they said, yeah, we got a bigger section out there, and I was like, where's it at? I don't see it, and I didn't see it, but, anyway, I did get this MRE package here. This is menu number 19 from the MRE, Meals Ready to Eat is what it stands for. And beef patty with jalapeno pepper jack. It's like, I guess, like and what do you call it? The second part, the Spanish or Mexican or whatever language it is. It says steak chachi or something like that. So it's like, I guess they make the hamburger out of steak or something. But that's the MRE package, and yeah, I'll probably eat this for lunch or dinner or something like that. You know, so yeah, I'll do a video about that later. But I think I only paid like $19 total and stuff like that. Like I said, they had a lot of stuff out there. I would have bought a lot more stuff. You know, they had Darth Vader, what do they call those little bobbleheads or whatever they call those little figurines, the pop art guys or whatever. They had Darth Vader, and they had what was the other one I wanted to buy that I would have bought, but I didn't really like the color of it. It was kind of like futuristic, but it was like a Crash Bandit or Crash Bandicoot or whatever his name was. They had his little character out there, and then they had a lot of Star Wars, a lot of Elvis, a lot, you know, everything you could possibly think of. They had a lot of stuff out there, but it was just so much, you know, and didn't want to spend over like $50, you know, at the most, but you know, I tried to get the woman to get something. I was like, just pick one item, you know, something that you might want. She's like, that wouldn't be fair, because then I can't stop at just one item like you. I have to, you know, like Fritos, you know, potato chips, you know, just can't stop with one. You gotta order, you know, you want more, you know, because she said, I saw about 4 or 5 things she kept looking at. She was like, that's nice, that's nice. And I was like, no, one, maybe 2, not 10, 20, 50. Oh. But anyway, no, that's me. But anyway, that's our video. If y'all get a chance to check them out, they're right out there in Byron, Antique Mall place, and there's basically the address and everything right there if you want to go check them out. They're open Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. till 7 p.m. and Sunday noon till 6. They have 33,000 square foot of climate control indoor shopping with 200 plus dealers. Basically, like I said, it's just they just bring their stuff, rent a room, and they leave it there, and then I guess the people sell it for them, and then they give them money or something like that off their rent or later. But they do have bus tours welcome, easy access for travelers and RVs. The Peach Shop of Byron is out there, so it's not really that far from it, you know, but it's I-75, 40 exit 149, 119 Peachtree Highway or Parkway, Byron, Georgia. Yep. And you can go to bigpeachesantique.com or whatever and stuff like that. But anyway, that's our video. Y'all have a Boston day and a perfect tomorrow. We'll catch y'all at the discussion post where we can meow about. Well, now what I'm going to put on it, I got my wallet, I can put that on there, but what's going to fit in these little spots? Give me some ideas. You know, I know this is where I can put in my wallet or my phone, but what am I going to put on the rest of the stuff? Well, anyway, maybe I can use it as my meal for my MRE stuff, you know. I'd have to wash it after I got through eating the food out of it and stuff like that. Or, ooh, I know, maybe I can put my catnip on it. Maybe I can buy different kinds of catnip and put them up here and so on. But anyway, that's our video. Y'all have a awesome day and a perfect tomorrow. Check out the description post and blah, 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 blah. You know what to do. Anyway, bye.